is April Buckler and I'm a tour guide at the Kentucky Derby Museum. Today I just want to give you a little bit of brief information on myself, why I wanted to be a tour guide, and what exactly we do here at the Kentucky Derby Museum. Now, I actually got this job about 6 months ago. This job just kind of stumbled in my lap. Now, I've always been interested in horse racing. I was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky, and when I was a kid, I used to always come to the Kentucky Oaks. Now, I always came with my parents. They weren't really comfortable with bringing me to the Derby yet just because of the large crowds, but the Kentucky Oaks is perfect because it's kind of considered the locals derby. See a little bit less people for that. So that did spark my love for horse racing. Now, coming into this job, I already knew a lot about the Derby itself, about past winners, but it wasn't enough to be able to conduct a tour. What I was lacking in was the history of the facility. Now, when you start as a tour guide, they do give you a script for all of your tours, which you then can learn. That's where you start. After you start giving the tours, though, you realize very quickly that is not where the education ends. This is an ongoing process for us, especially during our downtime at the museum, during our non-busy seasons. One of our main goals is enhancing our tours by continuing that education, doing research online, finding out personal stories about other people's experiences here at the Derby, why they love it so much, and really trying to learn more about our workers that work here year-round. For example, on our backside. Now, that is definitely one of my favorite tours to give here at Churchill Downs. It's the barn and backside van tour. Now, one of the reasons I do love it so much is because we can only take so many people with us. It's in a 12-passenger van. Now, with having that smaller number of people coming on a tour with you, you have a better chance of making connections with them, hearing their own personal stories, whether or not they've been to the Derby. But also, one of the other things I love about it is keeping us all together. They have to go where I take them. One of the difficult things about being a tour guide is crowd control. So I do love that about that tour, but also I love being able to show people the behind the scenes of what takes place on here with our horses. We keep horses here 10 months out of the year, and we have tons of workers back there. You don't see those workers on race days. Typically, you're just seeing your owners, trainers, and your jockeys, but there is so much more that goes on back there on a daily basis. Those horses train every single day, and they're here actually out on our track in the mornings. My recommendation would be, if you ever wanted to come to the museum, schedule your time, your tour times to come, and come early. From 6 to 10 a.m. you can actually see those horses out there on the track, give you a little bit of a taste of what the Derby is actually like. I always tell people when we're coming back from that barn tour, take one more glance at that grandstand. Now envision it filled with 56,000 people, and imagine 20 of the world's fastest thoroughbreds coming down that racetrack all at once. Now that right there is something pretty amazing that you just can't find anywhere else. Thanks guys, have a good day.